simple thought I recognized. Can't you see their beauty in my mind?
Alright, welcome back to another Dreamfall chapters. Last time we had left off, apparently we were playing as Zoe again, and we had been given a bunch of mythical prophecies. But is that where things end, with Inu and the Yasadi? Alright, well, you know what they say, guys, it's enough TV because it rots your brain. What do we got out here?
It's very film noir. We're living inside a film noir. Noiry.
Noiry.
What is that? A rake? I think it's a rake.
It's art! Oh, man. Plus, wasn't our apartment bugged up there?
It looks pretty when it turns, but slowly churning hot and humid air around isn't going to help a great deal. I'll need a stepladder to get up there and adjust the speed. Tonight. I swear. I pinky swear.
A ladder, huh? Do we have a ladder? I'm actually kind of curious.
The ventilation has been on and off for weeks. The agency promised they'd fix the membranes, but nope. Nope, still nothing. The cooling's off and it's going to be 1,000 degrees in here tonight.
I'm gonna see if I can get my way up there to that spy camera or hearing
they
device.
said I couldn't take care of a living thing. In their stupid faces.
Mr. Planty. Sounds like something I'd name a plant. Mr. Planty, is that you? Alright, I looked around at everything. I couldn't find anything of interest, no ladders. I wouldn't know where she'd hide one in this small apartment, but onward we go. But the question is, where are we heading now? Like, we keep jumping between different, like, I don't know if it's past lives or different realities, but I guess we're playing Zoe again? And the last time we left off, we were being hunted by some shady-looking people. Could be the Mafia, it could be the people we screwed with, they're like gang members, or with Mr. Broody, the guy with the, like, glowing head. I'm not sure how I remember his name. Maybe it's because he's got such a unique name. I don't know. But he's got a really cool glowing head and tie, if I recall. He had like a banner, like zooming by on it. But so that being said, where exactly do we go now? Oh, look, it's the RoboCop guys again.
Eyes everywhere.
Citizen,
Never seen so many of them out on the streets.
where are you going?
Why?
Answer the question or you will be detained.
I have an appointment.
The streets are unsafe. Return to your home or business to conduct your appointment remotely.
I'm seeing my doctor.
What is the name and business location of your doctor?
They have no right to ask for that information, but if I resist, they might put me on a watch list. Or worse. As far as I know, the Eye has no right to interrogate me. Not unless they arrest me first.
I mean, she is right. They don't have any right to that information, but do you fly under the radar and just go, oh, yeah, here's the information? I mean, I don't think we have anything really to hide at the moment, so let's go ahead and comply for now.
Dr. Roman Zelenka. His office is in Seshadri Tower.
You are Zoe Meyer Castillo, a resident of Sun and Shine Plaza Terraces by OCG.
Are you asking me a question?
Stay off the streets, Miss Castillo. It's for your own protection.
Sure it is.
Proceed.
That's weird. Plus, I noticed they...
Find your way in ProPass.
Hey, Crow Cowboy, but I noticed that these guys look different than normal, or at least maybe they upgraded them, because they were never that... I don't know. They don't look like RoboCop anymore. They look like space troopers of some sort. Like Space Marines. And you saw the little notification. It says that the Eye records everything. Well, if I didn't comply, they would have probably arrested me, and then I would have really looked suspicious. But then again, I mean, maybe they have connections with the mafia people that are hunting me. I mean, they already bugged my apartment. They must already know where I live. They probably already know where I go. I don't feel like giving them that information would matter, but still, it makes you wonder. You get that little, like, warning at the top of the screen, like, we know where you go for your appointments now, and you're just like, did that hurt me? Oh, look at that guy's, like, moving animation. Dude looks like he's moonwalking forward, not really like, what? Alright, so I wonder what exactly happened. It's not safe, Miss Castillo. Stay off the street, they say. Yeah, I could be wrong, but it looks like they visually updated this game. But this game's so old, I mean, it could just be me zoning out, not realizing it. Maybe I had a graphical update and it just made things look better. Or maybe my memory is just not serving me. I know the RoboCop guys look a hell of a lot different, unless it's just an upgrade to the game. Yeah, see, this is what I used to remember them looking like. Something more along like this, I think. Whereas those other guys, like, they're a lot bigger. I wonder what's going on. Why is there such a lockdown?
The streets are dangerous. Avoid the streets. Crowds are unsafe. Avoid crowds.
Huh. The streets aren't safe, huh? Interesting. We got military vehicles.
Every day, more armored vehicles.
Move
You'd think
along.
the Eye was
Nothing
preparing
to
for
see here.
war.
Yeah, but what the fuck? That wasn't there before. Are we actually locked in?
Inside, enjoying an infinite selection of dreams.
It's almost like they're forcing the dream machine ideals on us. Hey, I recognize you. Such a pretty voice. Ooh, I like the little robot looking thing you have on your head. Unless that's just part of your head. That's just part of his head. Looked like it had eyes. It was just like, hi, buddy. Opening soon. The Divide. Yeah, and a bunch of bitch tits flyers. I can look at it. Hang on. Eh.
Cool. I should go see that. With Reza. Or maybe... No. Reza.
Why wouldn't you, let's see it with him. Does he not approve? Yeah, I remember them, like, repairing and building this building, making it look all nice and whatnot. And our little buddy Shitbot almost got us taken out by a UFO. But, I notice this is blocked off now. That's not normally blocked, is it?
Life is dreary and meaningless, but your dreams don't have to be.
Okay, so we can't go that way anymore, I guess? I don't know, something seems off. I see a lot of ships flying by, too. Alright, so we can't go that way. I assume we have to find another way out. We can't go that way because there's a gate. I don't think we've been down this road before. Don't think, anyway. So we're gonna head this way and just kind of casually look at what the city's got to offer. Euro Gym.
It's warm and tingly. Odd.
See, these look like the... You remember when we were, like, playing as the Asadi, and there was those weird piped machines that were, like, traveling to a central hub? Is this the future without magicals? Maybe this is what the future would be like if magicals didn't exist? Or were locked up and used elsewhere? I mean, as far as I know, I haven't seen anything remotely in terms of magic here. Which is interesting. And those tingly machines look like they've been placed around, and they kind of, like, I guess gave shots at saying that, you know, nobody knew what they were used for, but they all piped to one location. And then now there's these, I remember, everywhere, all over the city, and nobody knows what they do, and there's a bunch of conspiracies. It makes you kind of wonder, like, maybe this is the future, what happens after that? And that was like us going back in time, trying to either maybe see how things got this way, or maybe even have a, like, how can I say, a power in trying to change what's going on? The eye in the sky is watching. I mean, is there a physical eye in the sky? Like, is that the tower? Then, all these things are feeding to? I must know more.
They're shutting down entire streets now.
Yeah, they are. I don't think protesting is really working, guys.
They've lost jobs, homes, all because they're addicted to dream time. It's really scary.
Just leave me alone. I'm having the best dream.
Can't say I blame you. I mean, hell, if I had to choose between reality and a dream machine, I mean, I'm not that far off. I mean, I've joked about it before, posting pictures I've seen of virtual reality on Twitter of the future. And with the amount of games that I played, that's not that far off. If in the future they had something like the Vive or Oculus Rift that you could just like not have attached to anything and you could just be like gaming. The thing is,
At least not right now.
the only thing is, how would you see with one of those on? Is that why you never see any of those dream junkie people walking around? I assume
Against our corporate overlords.
they can
Grant us liberty from corporate
hang on.
tyranny.
This is unacceptable. The Eye needs to dismantle the checkpoints and leave ProPass immediately.
Yeah, nobody's happy. But basically what I was saying about the dream machines is that I guess they've gone homeless because, like a drug addiction, they've lost pretty much everything they've had because they've just spent so much time in the dream machine state. They can't even go to their jobs at this point. So I assume they become homeless. They stay on the street. I don't know if they have to like charge their machine or, you know, if they're powered by just the sun itself, which they seemingly have an artificial one. Oh, there's a banner.
Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though.
But I think to myself, what exactly... Ooh.
Stay safe. Stay inside.
They obviously want people to stay using dream machines and not be in the street. And I would say that's kind of true of society today. The busier you keep people, the less likely they are to cause you problems. But the question is, what are they doing behind the scenes? Arrest,
There's been
it
more
says.
and more of these random arrests. They're really cracking down on protests.
Yeah, which is why I kind of was like, yeah, maybe we should just answer him, because that could have been us pretty easily based on what's going on. Man, I ain't taking shit for nobody, which I don't know how I'd answer that in real life. I mean, just, yeah, we're going to our appointment, which, you know, isn't really none of their business, because, you know, privacy and all that jazz, but is it worth getting thrown in jail over? Therein lies the question. Was this a dream junkie? Oh yeah, I guess they do have a mask on. I think this building right here is one of the coolest buildings in the city, though. House of Dreams, right? I'd actually like to go in there and see what it looks like in there, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like, nope, don't want to go in
A
there.
building filled with dream machines? Yeah, no.
Come on, man, I'm curious. Didn't say we had to buy anything. All right, so we got our map. We're supposed to be going to our appointment, but I've just kind of fucked off. This is where the black market was. Look at that picture, though. That is so artistic. I freaking love it. You see these little robot flying sausage flying everywhere. It looks like they're scanning people or looking for somebody, maybe. Ooh.
I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labor camp.
I don't know how far we'd get either. This looks like the only path that we can actually take. I took a look around just to make sure, but I don't want to bore you guys with me just walking around looking at stuff too much. It was like this door, right? Let's go in here. Looks like something went down, though, in the alleyway behind it, the political office. We're supposed to be going to our appointment, but fuck that. We got places to be. Hey, it's our man, Sully. What's up, my dude? Talk to me. I like his outfit. Like, glows. Let me talk to you.
Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the best. Hey, Sully.
Zoe, you're a sight for tired old eyes on this infernal day.
So, dear girl, is this a social call or a professional one?
Just saying hello. It's my day off, and I was in the neighborhood.
A social call? Those are my favorite calls. I'm glad you took the time to see me today. How are you, Fistic?
Yeah, good. Good. I'm good.
One more good and you'll have me convinced.
I don't want to overdo it, but I really am good.
No, I don't believe you at all. And how's work?
Mira gave me the day off because I don't actually know. She's probably up to something and wanted me out of her hair. How about you?
The world's falling apart around us and we're quite possibly facing an armed curfew in a few days, so I'm fantastic. You know, the more people stay inside, the more time they have on their hands, the more they need us to provide them with news. To tell the truth, I'd prefer slightly less drama and slightly fewer battlesuits in the streets, but the cynical newsman in me rejoices.
I thought you were all cynical newsmen.
Age has a way of smoothing the sharp edges, my dear. But I am honestly concerned. I don't fully understand what's happening. The Syndicate's reasons are unclear. The government's gone into full communication lockdown, and no one's talking. It's a dangerous mess. Elections do bring out the worst in people.
You think the Eye's increasing security because of the elections?
I do not. Something else is afoot. They want the people to stay indoors. They want everyone logged into Dreamtime. They want no eyes on the street. And this does worry me. Look, I have my worried face on.
It's a very worried face. Anyway, I'm off.
You're a breath of fresh air, Fistic. Come by any time.
Interesting. I do agree with him, though. I think that they're trying to keep everybody on dream machines, because you saw the one little robot flying by, and I think to myself, I mean, could they use the dream machines as mind control, even? Like, they did say that there was, that one soda, I can't remember the name of it, that was actually causing people to, you know, want to buy the drink more, and hypnotic soda and whatnot, and makes me kind of wonder, what do you have planned?
Every day, more eyes, more demonstrations. Of course, now they're arresting everyone, it won't be long before the streets are empty.
Seems that way. That's Reza. Let's see, can we talk to you? I don't think I've talked to you yet.
The Hand used to come out every few weeks, but they recently took on more full-time journalists and switched to a daily feed.
Right, you're the one who doesn't... Oh?
I apologize for being so testy the other day. I was under a lot of pressure, but that's over now. No longer working on that story, thank Manu. It was really getting to me.
Aw, so you do talk. Alright, cool. I forgive you. Interesting. Those are just static. Why are these static? I don't know. Interesting place to run a, like a, newspaper, I guess, or a magazine? I mean, it looks like a damn abandoned warehouse, like, almost, it's almost kind of shady, but it's also kind of nice. It's kind of weird.
I know it's been a huge source of anxiety for Reza and Sully, but so far they've been successful. They still get to do the longer and more in-depth stories. Oh, sure, I'll just start writing a story about, let's see, memory loss, living in denial, daddy issues. I've got plenty of personal experience to draw on.
Oh, how I can relate. But you know what? We'll talk to Reza.
Things have been a bit rough. Reza and I need to sit down and talk about our relationship. And I look forward to that about as much as I look forward to having my nails pulled, but yeah.
What's so wrong? What's wrong with Reza? I mean, deep down, I don't know if you could trust Reza. Part of me wants to think that you're gonna get caught between love interest in him and the corruption that is the city. Hell, he might even be a spy, like the traitor that's been following you. He might not even be your boyfriend. You might just think he is. I mean, who's to say somebody hasn't tampered with your mind? Something about Reza, to me at least, seems off. I want to trust him, but I don't know. It's something that just leaves me paranoid of him. That could just be my paranoid nature, but something seems off.
Hey there.
Hey, what are you up to?
Oh, this and that. How are things here? Any inside information on our burgeoning police state?
I wish. Everyone wants answers. Why have the Syndicate sent in the big guns? Why isn't the government saying anything? It's a mess.
One of those exosuits got in my face this morning, asked me where I was going. I thought about not answering, but I chickened out.
Probably a good idea.
Call me a coward, but I didn't want to argue with someone carrying an assault rifle.
We really thought the clampdown would be a temporary thing, a show of force, but...
I heard rumors about a curfew.
Well, it's possible. I mean, why else would they send in Robocop?
Robocop?
The exosuits. Outside of active war zones, I've never seen so many of them in one place. And we're in Propass, not Washington, D.C. So, yeah, we're still trying to get to the bottom of it. But this thing goes deep.
If anyone can, it'll be you guys. So,
What were you...
Did you...
No, you go first.
No, go ahead.
No, it was nothing, really. What are you up to?
I was supposed to meet Baruti. Some campaign stuff. In fact, I should probably go and do that thing that I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay. I should work. There's stuff to do. What about dinner?
Aw, I feel bad for him. Get takeaway, go out, Reza cook, offer to cook. I think, like, making Reza cook would be rude, because it doesn't seem like either of them really cook, and making him do everything wouldn't be right, but get takeaway? It seems like we do that a lot. Come on, let's shake things up. Now, we have two other options. Offer to cook, or go out. Apparently she's a really bad cook, and she admits to being a bad cook, so I don't think that's a good idea. Let's go out.
We usually get a takeaway. Maybe we should go out. Last time we did that was in Trieste. Feels like ages ago.
Yeah. See, I don't know how their relationship is, and I don't know if I can trust him, but I think that it's worth at least giving him a shot to see whether or not he is going to be an ally or not.
I haven't made dinner in ages. There's a reason for that, of course. My dinners are of variable quality, but I need the practice.
True, but I think for now we're going to try to save the relationship. It doesn't matter if you can cook if the relationship isn't there.
Last time we ate at home, Reza cooked, but I don't feel like cooking, and I'm not going to ask him to make dinner.
You're right, that wouldn't be right.
Reza was the last to cook dinner, so it is my turn. But honestly, I'm sure he'd prefer eating his own food.
Let's try going out.
Takeaway. Maybe we should go out. Want to go out for dinner?
We can, just as long as we go somewhere...
Inoffensive, of course.
Oh, you're putting words in my mouth.
Am I? Sometimes I feel you're not particularly open to new things. I don't even get you anything different for lunch because I don't know how you'll react. Like last week when I bought you cheese soup. I chose the same thing you always get even when there was something new and interesting on the menu.
Are you seriously blaming me for a choice you made?
I know what your reaction would have been. I got the soup because that's what you always have. If I picked the pork sausages...
You didn't even give me the choice, Zoe. You chose for me and you're upset about that. And this is not the first time. If you're so unhappy with who I am, then why...
Why what?
Oh, forget it. This is neither the time nor the place. We'll talk later.
Yeah, later. Look, I need to run. Message me, okay? We'll figure out dinner.
Fine.
Lame.
I do love the stubborn idiot. But I'm also starting to realize it takes more to be a happy couple. And I'm not so sure we are.
I don't know the full story behind that, but I kind of get what they're saying from both perspectives. Doesn't necessarily make one of them right and the other one wrong. She, in my opinion, bought what he wanted, but from what she said, it sounds like he's kind of stubborn. It's like, do things my way, or no, which means that he's not very open to doing things for her. Now, if he proves otherwise here in the next, however long they're together, that he's willing to take, risks with her, like, you know, it might not be your place to want to go eat, but you go and do it for her, you know, that's special. You're doing something for her. But at the same time, you know, I kind of agree with him. You can't blame him if you picked the food and then got upset about it. Like, you could buy him that and maybe not be happy with that, but if that's what he wants, that's what he wants, you know? You can't force him to try new things. I do agree that he should, and I also think he should do things for you, but I think that's a relationship. I think, you know, it's both parties trying to make each other happy, being open to new experiences for each other that maybe you wouldn't have done without the other person. I mean, life is short enough, you might as well experience what you can.
The collapse, August 8th, 2209. The day everything went to hell. I remember only fragments. It was a scary day.